So what is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Movement6. Before we start, huge thank you to everybody who subbed in the last few weeks. Thanks for all the interaction, and if you haven't subbed yet, please do so. Support the dream of a small YouTuber and like, subscribe, and hit comments whenever you want, guys. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about this elephant in the room. I was playing Call of Duty the other day on my own, and with some game modes, it took me literally minutes, 5 minutes, to stop searching and try other game modes. Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. And, you know, Call of Duty is in a bad state. Now, I don't give a freak what you say, if you're a fanboy or not. Call of Duty is in a bad state. And I was responding to a tweet of Nero Cinema, and I'm not giving any illusions here that I was expecting an answer back, but it's just a response on how to save Call of Duty. Because is Call of Duty a success? If you look at numbers in units sold, in the revenue Activision is making, one should say no, Call of Duty is not a failure. Call of Duty is still a good selling franchise. It's true. Every Call of Duty, there are record sales, but the question is, why do people buy Call of Duty? And I think that for a big part, it's being bought because of nostalgia. I think it also goes for me. I'm coming from an age that I've seen Call of Duty came out with the first Call of Duty, developed the first multiplayers that were actually groundbreaking, brought innovation, brought the kill streaks, the 6v6, the fast lanes, the maps, the 3 lanes, and to an extent, people also buy Call of Duty because friends buy it, and you don't want to miss out. You want to play with them online, and you got a huge amount of young people that maybe reach a certain age that they're allowed to play it, and their parents buy a Call of Duty game for them. But let's just be honest here, guys. Let's just be freaking honest here. It's within 6 months, the player base of Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War just declined rapidly, just freaking rapidly. And the same goes for every freaking Call of Duty every freaking year. Every freaking year, we're dealing with the same sequence. Every year, we need to be hyped for a game that is exactly the same game as we had. And every year, we need to pay $60, $70, even $80 for a game that is unfinished, full of glitches and bugs, lacks content, and it takes about 6-7 months for a game to be on a level where it should be when it comes out, right? And objectively speaking, Call of Duty is not a very good game. And there are other games out there that are more fun, better balanced, full of content, and are actually supported in a way it should be supported. Let's take Battlefield. I've started playing Battlefield 5 again, or V, or however you would call it, and I haven't played Battlefield for a long time. The game is just, objectively speaking, way better, more fun, and full of content. We could argue about the way it's been presented, Battlefield 5, and blah, blah, blah. Fine. That's not the issue here. And now Battlefield 2042, from the top of my head, has been announced, and I must say I'm hyped. You know, it's on the other side, you got Rainbow Six Siege, which serves a purpose to be a sweaty game, to be competitive, where you actually have to think, cooperate, teamwork. The operator serves a purpose, and I don't mind buy the battle pass and support the people who are developing that game. You know, it's a game you can pick up for €90 now, and you can actually unlock by playing. You can grind it. You can unlock the operators. You can there are so many things you can do by just playing the game. If you look at Titanfall, for example, you know, there's still a very valuable player base. The game is developed by old Call of Duty guys, and it's way more fun than Call of Duty right now. But can it be saved? Can Call of Duty be saved, and can it be the game that it should be? And I think so. This is the tweet or the response I've placed under a question from Nerosima. A new video on the way. It's quite a bit longer than I thought. Lots of discussion about the current state of Call of Duty. Now, the first thing Warzone is actually a pretty good concept to place in the middle of the center, or place in the center of the concept of Call of Duty. Because Call of Duty can't stay the way it was, stay the way it is. There are way more competitors, and it's not the innovative game it used to be. So they need to find new grounds. And when Warzone came out, and I think up until now, Warzone is still a pretty good concept. And it could serve a purpose in the middle of the Call of Duty franchise, right? And let's just argue a few things here. First of all, we take Warzone and place it in the middle of in the center of the new franchise concept, the new business model, the new strategy, right? And in that middle, you got Warzone, but we remove the annual release cycle. The annual release cycle is one of the biggest issues in the franchise, because we got Treyarch, Sledgehammer now again, and Infinity Ward, and they all have to constantly, in a 3-year cycle, develop a game. And we can all see that also removes the willingness of supporting a game constantly, because they need to shift their attention to, we've got in 2 years we've got that new game coming out, so we need to move quickly, right? But remove it. We still keep those developers on board. So we removed the annual release cycle. We remove skill-based matchmaking. Don't flush the lobbies. We remain in the lobby and people leave and then people come in. We just don't, okay? It's a arcade casual shooter. It's not an esports sweaty game. If people want esport of it, fine. But it's never intended to be an esport game. It's never intended to be a sweaty game. It's intended to be a fast-paced arcade casual shooter. Full stop. So we remove skill-based matchmaking. We can put a ranked mode in there where skill-based matchmaking is designed for it, but for the casual type of enjoying Call of Duty, we remove skill-based matchmaking. Warzone at the center of the new business model, and a multiplayer on the side. And the multiplayer will shift between developers every 3 to 4 or maybe 5 to 6. That's something that's open for debate. Months, right? And they will add free and paid content. So that's a bit like the Rainbow Six Siege model. So let's just fantasize on that. We've got Warzone as one of the biggest. You can download it for free, and you can also buy the multiplayer mode, right? And that's then incorporated in the Warzone menu screen. Multiplayer or Warzone. And the multiplayer is locked if you haven't bought it. If you buy the multiplayer game as well, set you back 10, 20, 30 euros. And from that moment on, we've got Infinity Ward, Treyarch, and Sledgehammer. All of them are bringing new content, new seasons, and fresh updates. So that will mean that you'll have Nuketown, Jungle, Summit, Shipment, all coexisting in the same environment. And every 3 to 4 months, you will have these developers, or maybe even 5 or 6 months, adding content to that environment. Paid and free content, right? The multiplayer maps are going to be open for everyone. For everyone. But on top of that, you will have a battle pass that will actually serve a purpose, right? No, there are ways to think about this new business model, because that means that people do not have to buy a game every 12 months. They can invest in the game as a new business model, but only pay for what they use, right? They want to use. And this is the new business model you will see popping up everywhere. I'm working in the cloud environment, and this is one of the biggest strategies we have in terms of what we ask our customers. You only pay for what you use. And this is a business model that works more and more, and even better. Rainbow Six Siege, I am buying the battle pass because I want to support the developers, but I also want to grind for a few things. I want to unlock some certain skins. I want to, I don't see my own character, so I don't see if I've got an elite skin, yes or no, per se. but I want to buy it. I want to buy a skin for my weapon. I don't want to be bogged down into a game that is unfinished, full of glitches, full of issues, lacks content, and be forced to buy a battle pass to unlock something. And then 7 months or 8 months in, I'm getting hyped for a new game that is exactly the same, and is actually, you're being thrown back into time because you're getting a game that is unfinished. After 6 months in Call of Duty, the player base is just gone. It's just, nobody plays it anymore, right? Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, come the fuck on. Who's playing this game? Zombies is okay map, and this is something you can play with as well. You got Warzone in the middle, you got the multiplayer, and then every now and then you also can unlock or maybe buy the zombie modes, right? And then in the zombie mode, you get new content, paid in for free, and this is the way it should work. Because then you're building a universe, you're building an environment. There are so many ways around this, There are so many options to explore than constantly go for that paid model that you have to buy a game every 12 months. 70 freaking euros for the same freaking game. It's the same game, guys. Who the hell constantly wants to buy the same game every time? And then don't give me the crap. No, now it's from Treyarch and now it's from Sledgehammer, so it's better. No, it's not. It's the same game, same developer, same engine, same way of walking, unlocking, kill streaks are freaking the same. So I'm just done with this franchise the way it is. And I just maybe drop down in the comments why you're still buying this game. Just drop down, because I will not buy the next Call of Duty. I'm not going to spend 70 euros on a game that is exactly the same game. World War II Vanguard. Come the freak on. If you want to give a new World War II theme to the environment, just take the business model I just presented. And then let Sledgehammer just give a new look and feel to the game, add new things to the Verdansk map, or maybe some things on the side. That time that they released the zombie mode in Verdansk, it was freaking fun. It was freaking fun. And this is the way you update the game, refresh the mode, give new content, new idea, new concept, new look and feels. That also forces new play styles, and have a multiplayer where just add content. Just add content. And I can guarantee you that this will be a successful business model. We just need people to be forced, that feel forced to do it. And the only way to force an Activision, to force a Treyarch, Sledgehammer, and Infinity Ward to do it is by just stop buying this game. Just stop buying this freaking game. It's an advice. It's not an advice. I'm not going to buy the game. If you want to buy the game, buy it. But then we all need to stop ranting about it, because if you're buying the game and ranting about the fact that you can't find games to play anymore, or modes to play anymore, you're just keeping this business model alive. And I think deep down inside, Infinity, Sledgehammer, and Treyarch also want to explore new grounds. I strongly believe that they're bogged down in contracts with Activision that forcing them to do what they're currently doing constantly. I know it's a freaking rant. It's a freaking rant, but it's because it's a game that I loved to play in the past. Modern Warfare 1, Black Ops 1, they were good games. I really thoroughly enjoyed the lobbies. I think kids nowadays don't even survive a Modern Warfare 1 lobby, Modern Warfare 2 lobby. So, guys, I'm keen. Just let me know what you think. Let me know what your expressions and your feelings about this. But I'm giving some viable points that if we explore that, if we take that and work on that new business model with this new idea, with Warzone in the middle and multiplayer on the side, and have a 4 or 5 seasonal sequel of new developers, it keeps it fresh. It keeps it fresh, it keeps it different, new ideas, and it also makes the update tiny, but it makes the updates worthwhile with new content, new maps, new operators, new themes. It actually makes sense to buy a battle pass then, and now it doesn't make any freaking sense. Why the hell do you want to buy a battle pass for Black Ops Cold War? Why? What are you gaining? Nothing. Absolutely freaking nothing. This was my rant of the weekend, guys. I'm not going to enjoy the weekend without a rant.